Hi everyone, now we're going to calculate a norepinephrine infusion using a 250 milliliter bag of fluid, and our starting dose will be 8 micrograms per minute. Our concentration this time will be 4 milligrams in 250 milliliters, and we're going to use a 60 drops per milliliter infusion set. Okay, so in order to do this, we're going to break this down into 3 steps. Step 1, we want to know how many micrograms are in 1 milliliter of norepinephrine with our concentration on hand. Then we're going to find out how many milliliters equals 8 micrograms of this concentration. And then number 3, you know how many drops per minute will this equal. And then eventually we'll break that down into a time that's more easy to calculate, or easy to actually use, apply the drip rate. Okay, so step 1, how many micrograms are in 1 milliliter? Well, now we have 4 milligrams in 250 milliliters. That equals 4,000 micrograms, 250 milliliters. We can cancel out some zeros. That leaves us with 25. 400 divided by 25. So 25 goes into 40 once. 25 goes into 156 times. So this is our concentration of 16 micrograms in 1 milliliter. So now that we know that, the next thing we're going to figure out is how many micrograms are in 1 milliliter. And we're going to use our desired dose divided by dose on hand times volume formula to figure that. So our desired dose is 8 micrograms. Our dose on hand is 16 micrograms, and this volume is 1 milliliter. So this cancels out, and this fraction can be reduced to 1/2 or 0.5 milliliters. So we want to give 0.5 milliliters, so this is our drops in the volume we're going to deliver over 1 minute. Now we need to know what our drip set is, and to find that out, we use our volume times drip, our drip set, the size of our drip set, over our time, which is 1 minute. So our volume, 0.5 milliliters, times 60 over 1 minute gives us 30 drops per minute. And now we can break this down into something that's more useful, so 30 drops per minute over 60 seconds, so 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Well, this is a fraction that we can reduce, and that gives us 1 drop every 2 seconds. And we can see that this is easier. It's the closer the seconds are between drips, it's easier to calculate them with the higher concentration. So this is our answer. So 1 drop every 2 seconds. The answer would maybe for a test question would be 30 drops per minute, and that equals 1 drop every 2 seconds for a norepinephrine infusion at 8 micrograms and 8 micrograms a minute in a 4 milligram for 200 milliliter concentration. Okay, up next we'll use the clock method to use this, and we'll see how that's different from our first set of problems.